guys, it's Shelby, otherwise known as Shelbizleee here on YouTube, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about my laundry routine. So I have an older video that's probably 2 years old by now, or really a test video when I started using the laundry detergent that I use now. But since then, I've added a couple gadgets to my routine that make it a little bit more eco-friendly, and we're gonna talk about all those alternatives today. But first, I wanted to let you guys know that this video is brought to you by Earth Hero, and I wanted to go on a little bit of a tangent just because I want you guys to understand something about when I work with brands. If you don't want to hear this spiel, I'll leave a time code right here. You can fast forward, but if you want to hear me out, I just wanted to say that every single brand I work with is heavily vetted by me. I turn down tons and tons of sponsorships all the time of brands and companies that just don't stand up to my satisfaction. I only talk about companies that I would work with whether I had a monetary relationship with them or not, and I hope that I've built up enough trust on this channel that you know that. So when I recommend something like Earth Hero, it's an amazing alternative to link you to them as opposed to something like Amazon. Earth Hero has almost anything you could ever need to start an eco-friendly lifestyle, and that's why I'm so happy to be partnered with them on this video, because some of the swaps that I got are from their store. Like I said, Earth Hero is an online retailer, one-stop shop for sustainability. Almost anything you need, you can go there and get it, and you can use my code Shelbizleee10 to get 10% off of your entire purchase. Their shipping is carbon offset, so you don't have to feel guilty about it, and most of the time their package is shipped plastic free. Like me, they also have a very heavy vetting system to make sure everything that is coming into their store is an actual eco-friendly product and not just greenwashing. So if you guys want to jump ahead and check them out, you can do that with the link in the description. But if you want to see what I use in my laundry routine, let's go ahead and get started on that. I've got my hair up in my cute little like housewife hair tie thing, that's what Madison calls it, and yeah, I'm just going to show you how I do my laundry, and let's do it. So these are some of my essentials in my zero waste laundry routine. We have my detergent, Eco Nuts, we have my zero waste stain remover, and my Cora ball, all of which I will discuss throughout this entire video. But something else that's important to note is what type of washer and dryer you have, if it's more of an energy efficient kind or not. And honestly, ours are not very energy efficient. We didn't own a washer and dryer when we moved in here, so we just bought this set secondhand, and we will be upgrading in the future to something more energy efficient, but for now, this is what we have and what we are utilizing. After I bring my laundry basket over, I go through it to find things that might have stains on it. So anything that's a lighter color, I examine it very closely and see if there's a stain that I need to use the stain remover on. Usually if it's my black clothes, I just toss them in there because I have a lot of them, and generally you can't really see stains on those. So once I do find something that has a stain on it, I take it over to the counter and use my zero waste stain remover stick. This does come package free, so I'll have it linked in the description like I said. But you want to examine your garment and you want to find exactly where the stain is. And you're supposed to rub it after you dampen it, but I rub the stain first, dampen it, and then I rub it again. This actually works really, really well, and it's easy enough to use and to store. You don't have to do anything really special. What's really interesting about laundry detergents and stain removers just in general is most of what you pay for with the detergent or the removers or anything like that is the packaging and the water. So up to, I think it's 50% of a liquid product is just water. So by buying the zero waste version of these things, you're not having to ship all of this water back and forth, and you're not paying for like a detergent that you're not even getting mostly product, you're buying mostly water. So anyway, that was a bit of a tangent, but once you're done rubbing the stain with the stain remover stick, you can take that and throw it back into your washing machine, and then you can also add a couple other things to your washing machine, which is what I do. So first thing is this called a Cora ball. So really, really interesting the way it looks, obviously, but the way it works is you put it in your washing machine, and any fibers that come off of your clothing, your synthetic fiber clothes, it catches them, and then you can remove the fibers from the ball itself. This way we're keeping those synthetic plastic fibers out of our waterways. Next thing I add to my washing machine is Eco Nuts. I've been using Eco Nuts for over 2 years now. I have a really old video of the first time I ever tested them out, and they are so stinking cool. This box is only $10 and it has 100 loads of laundry in it. So not only are these super cheap, but as you can see where I just opened up that box, they're completely plastic free. A lot of people, after I started using Eco Nuts, asked me or told me that these were not ethically sourced, and that's completely not true. People were alleging that it harms the local populations where they are taken from, and that's just not true. It's not the case. You can't find a single piece of evidence on this, and Econuts actually says that these are ethically sourced. So you can feel really good about using these because they're really cheap, they're ethically sourced, they're completely zero waste, and they're compostable. So you literally have nothing to lose by trying these out. There is a link in the description, of course, to check them out. I've been using them for years and I love them so much. They're this weird little thing that just changed my entire laundry routine. They're also great for people with sensitive skin because they don't have any irritants or any fragrance, anything like that. They're just awesome. I don't know of any better laundry detergent, so make sure you check them out. Now at this point that we've gotten the stains out, we've gotten our laundry detergent together, and we've got the Coral ball put into our washer, we want to keep in mind that we want to use a cool water. Now, not all laundry machines, washing machines have an option for tap cold. We got kind of lucky on that one, but I will say that even if you don't have that, you should choose the cool or cold setting, whichever one is most close to what would be coming out of your tap, because a lot of people don't know this, but most of the energy use when you wash your clothes comes from heating up the water, and studies show that the hot water makes absolutely no difference for the cleaning. As a matter of fact, I think it might shrink your clothes and set stains. So it's all around better to use cool water over hot water. Public service announcement from me. Now, if you are wondering what that lovely contraption right back there is, I'm just about to show you. It's probably my favorite thing that we've installed, well, in terms of laundry that has to do with this house. Obviously, I'm very grateful to have my own washer and dryer, which I didn't have in our last apartment, but this is a drying rack that I've wanted for a really long time. It takes up no space in your home. You can dry your clothes in your home. You don't have to put them outside. Let's show you how it works. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? So it comes out just like this. We mounted it to studs in the wall. It is mounted into studs in that wall, so it's very sturdy, and it should not be going anywhere. It is certified to hold up to 60 pounds. I will have this link below because, like I said, I was literally so pumped to own this. So it comes out to about this far. If you can tell, let me stand by it. You tell how big it is. And it has 8 bars that you can hang dry your clothes on. So whenever you need to use it, you can take it out. You can hang hangers here if you want. You can just hang things over the bars, whatever works better for you. And then whenever you're done with it, you can just push it back in. And it's not terrible looking. It's not the best looking thing, but I love it. So just to show you how this works, you take your clothes out of the washer once they're done washing. Don't forget to remove your Econuts bag, the little rucksack that you threw in there. Madison's done that a couple times and dried our Econuts, which I don't know if that's a bad thing, but it doesn't say you're supposed to do that, so don't do that. So take out your Coral ball, take out your soap nuts, and then you can just start hanging things on this drying rack. So you can hang it over the bars. I put my spaghetti straps on the little ends. You can also hang things on hangers and then hang the hangers onto the drying rack, but you don't have to take a drying rack in and out every single time you do your laundry, so it's a lot more convenient, and it wasn't that much more expensive than a standing drying rack, and it's not going to take up nearly as much space in your home. And this one, honestly, like, it's not the cutest thing, like I said, but I really like the look of it. Like, it's a conversational piece in my home now, and I just really love it so much. So this will be linked below as well if you're looking for a drying rack. Again, with all my videos, I'm never trying to convince you to buy something, but if you are in the market for something like this, you want to start saving money on your electricity bill by hang drying your clothes, you can do that. Or if you're like Madison and you don't want to use a hang drying rack, you can use these. We've had these wool Econuts balls. They're wool dryer balls by Econuts. We've had these for years as well. Madison uses these whenever she wants to dry clothes. So I put her clothes into the dryer and I put these in there because it helps reduce drying time. I don't know why she's so weird. She just really doesn't like to hang dry her clothes. If you're like that though, because I know there are people out there, you can buy these Econuts dryer balls. Madison says she just really doesn't like the feeling of her clothes whenever she lets them hang dry, so she does dry them in the dryer. But what I've offered her to do is to hang dry them for the majority of the time, and then like for the last couple minutes, put them in the dryer, because it won't leave the same texture. You just have to put them in the dryer for a short amount of time to get the texture to be like more smooth, if that makes sense. And those little Eco balls the Econuts dryer balls. It really helps fluff up your laundry, which is also why it helps with drying time. So if you are in the market for those, you can just get them on Earth Hero. I'll have them linked below as well. They do help to reduce drying time and help the texture of your clothing. So if you are not into hang drying them completely, you can do the like hybrid method of both like she does. Alrighty guys, so this completes my zero waste laundry routine video. I hope it was helpful for you guys. Everything I talked about will be linked below, and anything from Earth Hero, don't forget you can get 10% off with my discount code and using the link in the description. I'll also link my drying rack for any of you who are looking for something similar. But it's time for me to get my clothes folded and back into my closet. So remember, until next time, you cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good that you can do. Bye guys.